Hi, my name is Larkin Judd, and I did my project on horticultural therapy as a single subject research trial. I used myself as the subject. I am a 26-year-old female MSW student who works in rural West Virginia with families doing intensive case management, primarily with juvenile delinquents or adolescents with extreme behavioral disorders. So I used this as a self-care routine to see if I could develop any healthy outcomes for coping. Horticultural therapy has been used particularly in mental health as a treatment for PTSD. A lot of programs are targeted towards veterans coming back. There are a lot of farm initiatives currently going on to help teach skills, but also to cope. It also helps to get people active, which engages the mind as well and is a healthy coping mechanism. So I used horticultural therapy because I am particularly interested in gardening. I have a big garden of my own. I grow flowers, vegetables, fruits, and things like that. So I used planting, weeding, raking, mowing the lawn, any kind of sort of outdoor activities geared around lawn maintenance, garden maintenance, things like that. So I used to record my data, I used a Likert scale that ranged from strongly disagree, somewhat agree, and strongly agree. And it was an employment-based self-esteem scale, which I really thought was applicable because it felt like a good measure of how I would feel in relation to my job duties. So the questions, there were 10 questions that I answered. I feel good about my work on the job. On a whole, I get along well with others at work. I'm proud of my ability to cope with difficulties at work. When I feel uncomfortable at work, I know how to handle it. I can tell that other people at work are glad to have me here. I know I'm able to cope with work for as long as I want. Big one. I'm proud of my relationship with my supervisor at work. I'm confident I can handle my job without constant assistance. I feel I can make a useful contribution at work, and I can tell that my coworkers respect me. So what I hoped to get was a lot more strongly agrees on weeks 2 and 4, which were my intervention weeks. I did an A-B design. So I took 2 baseline measurements and 2 measurements when I was using the intervention. And as a result, I did see an increase, especially in questions. I feel like I can cope with work as long as I want. I felt like as I was taking care of my own personal needs, I was more refreshed and able to handle work-related things that can obviously blow up and turn into bigger things when you least expect it. So that is kind of what I got from it, is that I did see an increase in my strongly agree answers, about a 70% increase on weeks 2 and 4. I did the scale 3 times each week for all 4 weeks, and I did the intervention at least 4 times during weeks 2 and 4 when I was during the intervention weeks. So those are my biggest kind of results that I saw from it. So thanks.